Good afternoon everyone, I am Palak Singh from Varanasi. I have completed my post-graduation from Bundelkhand University, Jhansi in 2023 and right now I am pursuing a cloud computing course in Jet King, Lucknow. So today we are going to discuss about memory system of computer. So basically memory is a place where we store data and instruction in the form of a temporary or permanent for operating of a computer. And it is of two types, that is a physical memory and a logical memory. So logical memory is basically a kind of virtual memory that basically does not exist physically but logically, it works logically. And then we have a physical memory. So physical memory is the memory which we can see through our eyes nakedly, like in the form of cards and chips. So physical memory is of two types, that is the primary memory and the secondary memory. The secondary memory is basically a non-volatile memory. That means it stores the data permanently in the system. So it is called as non-volatile memory because no data is lost when the computer system is shut down or the power is disconnected. And it is basically of different types like FDD, that is floppy disk drive. Then we have HDD, that is hard disk drive. It stores the data in the form of tracks and clusters and sectors. And then we have the optical disks such as CD, that is compact disc, DVD, that is digital video disc, and BD, that is Blu-ray disc. These optical disc basically stores the data in the form of spiral manner or optical manner. And then we have the PD, the most used one, that is the pen drive. And we also have a DAT, that stands for digital audio tape. Now moving back to the primary memory. So basically primary memory is a volatile memory. That means as soon as the power is power is cut off or the system is shut down, all the data that we have stored gets vanished off. There is no data left when the system is off. So the primary memory is basically of two kinds, that is RAM and ROM. So ROM is read-only memory. ROM basically stores the data and instructions that are essential for booting up the system and operating of the system. And it is basically of three kinds, that is the PROM, programmable read-only memory, and it can only be written once only by the manufacturer. Then we have EPROM, that is erasable programmable read-only memory, and it can be rewritten with the help of when we expose the ROM to UV light. And then we have EEPROM, that is electrical erasable programmable read-only memory, and it can also be rewritten again and again when and we can delete the data using the electrical forms through the charges, and we can select the data that we want to erase, the whole data won't be erased as in the EPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory. So this was basically about the ROM. Now let's talk about the RAM. RAM is random access memory. So RAM is basically a volatile memory and it has two types, that is SRAM and the DRAM. SRAM stands for static random access memory and DRAM stands for dynamic random access memory. SRAM is basically it processes the data very fastly and it is made up of transistors, and it is also very expensive and it does not require any refreshings. And the form of SRAM is cache memory. And if we talk about the dynamic RAM, so dynamic RAM access the data slowly as compared to the SRAM, but it is also very less expensive and it requires refreshing periodically, not continuously but periodically. It does requires refreshing as it is made up of transistors and capacitors. So let's talk about the types of DRAM, that is EDORAM, that stands for extended data out random access memory, and it has 30 pins into it, and basically there is no notch provided at the bottom of the RAM, and it is used to connect on the SIM slots. And the second form of EDORAM has 72 pins into it and has a notch in the center. Okay, and it is also used to connect on the SIM slots. Then we have RDRAM, that is Rambus dynamic RAM, and it is basically used to connect on rim slots, and has two notches that are in the center besides each other, and it has either 160 pins into it or 184 pins into it. And after that we have SDRAM, that is synchronous dynamic random access memory, and here we have around 168 pins into it, and it has around 168 pins into it, and has a single notch in the center, and it is used to connect on the DIMM slots. Now let's talk about SGRAM, that is synchronous graphic RAM, which is basically a kind of it is basically used as graphic cards for playing high level video games. And then we have VRAM, that stands for video random access memory, and it is basically used as a display card, and it is used to hold image on the monitor system. And the next series is of basically DDR. DDR stands for double data rate. It has basically 5 versions into it, and all the DDRs are basically used to connect on the DIMM slots. And the first DDR is DDR1. DDR1 has basically 184 pins into it. Then it basically has a single notch, and then DDR2 has 240 pins into it, and it also has single notch in the center. And then we have DDR3. It also has the 240 pins into it, and the notch is in the center but a little shifted towards left when we compare it to the DDR2. And then we have DDR3. And then we have DDR3, which has 240 pins into it. Then we have DDR4, which has 288 pins into it. And then we have DDR5, which also has 288 pins into it. But DDR5 doesn't have any notch, as it is embedded on the motherboard itself. And now let's discuss about the slots of RAM. Basically, there are 3 slots of RAM on the motherboard. The first one is SIM, that is